Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel, and no, this is not sponsored by Coca-Cola, but today we're going to do something different. We're going to be customizing and modding the G68. So great board, very customizable because you can change the keycaps, you can remove this frame, and also it's hot swappable. So you can change the switches. I know there's a lot of reviews out there, but the key features I really like is that it's RGB, it's wireless, and also I don't know if the stabilizers are pre-lubed or something, but they sound really good.
It so does not!
And if you haven't noticed it yet, we're going to customize this keyboard according to my build. I have a link down below of how I built this whole setup, so check that out. So first thing I'll be customizing is the frame, so let's take that out. Okay, so there's the frame. The keyboard is out there somewhere.
Somewhere out there.
So just like Spider-Man's costume at the side, we're gonna be painting this blue, just like that color right there. So let me just, come on. Okay, the frame is fully painted and we are now in a different location, but that won't stop us anyway. So ngayon, okay na yung frame. Now let's move on to changing the keycaps and the switches. So let's get on to the good stuff.
So out of the box, the G68 provides this keycap and switch puller, so you don't have to buy one or the other. So after pulling out all the keycaps, you just switch this around and then you move on to the switches. After that, pick up a small screwdriver, separate the plate and the PCB from the case. There are a total of 6 screws in here, so be sure to remove all of them. As you open the case, you can see 2 connections there for the battery and the USB connections, so please be very careful when removing them. After this, there's another set of screws to remove the PCB from the plate. Now to install the foam between the PCB and the plate. I got these foam from a store online named PMX here in the Philippines, but I saw these in Amazon, also in AliExpress and eBay, so you can check those out. Again, there's another layer of foam between the PCB and the case. After that, put all the connections back together. And do not forget to test it out if it works. And now for the exciting part, switches. I had a lot of options for switches, but I ended up with these Boba U4Ts from Gazzew. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but yeah, I bought this switch opener. I did not think that it would work because what I saw online and in some YouTube videos, this is usually metal and not 3D printed. And when I tried opening a switch, I could not get it to open. So I just ended up using a small screwdriver with a flathead. I just opened up these 2 pins, I guess, from each side. And the whole switch just popped open. Oh yeah, and I bought this lubing station, I guess, which is also 3D printed. For lube, I went with the Krytox 205G0, and also I bought this stem holder to lube the stem much more easier. So for the technique on lubing, I just loosely followed Teha keys. So I just lube both sides, which is in contact with the sides of the stem, and then inside wherein the stem inserts, and then around. And I just lube the base of the spring, in and outside. And after I put it inside, I just lubed again the tip of the spring. Now for the stem, I put a reasonable amount on one side. And then at the back. So as a guide, I usually stop when it's like glossy and it has no white residue. So if it's glossy, that's good already. So if you're confused on how to put it back together, I usually base it on the teeth. So you put the teeth in front where the metal is, and then for the plastic casing, you look for the big rectangular hole. Then you put that on the back of the legs. I meant legs, sorry. And that's how you lube a switch. Next is the keycaps. So for the keycaps, I really wanted a set that is all red and with an SA profile, but I scoured the internet and it just doesn't exist. So I just have to settle with this. And now enjoy as I put it all together. Before putting on the keycaps, you should always test it if it works. All the keycaps are done. And now for the finishing touch. There we go.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's see if I did everything right. Hey guys, so what do you think about the mods I did? Did it sound okay? Did it look okay? Sound off in the comments down below. What do you think I should do next? Or mods that I could do further for the keyboard that I have? Unfortunately, I couldn't get the keycaps that I wanted, but it turned out okay. Plus, the stabilizers I've bought still haven't arrived, but I think it sounded pretty good. And if you think so too, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and also if you haven't, subscribe to this channel. Bye bye, see you next time.